This book is a warning sign for you because these characters, either you love certain ones or you hate them. There are parts where this woman would literally take money off the dresser that he had set aside for tithes. She wouldn't even ask him, like, hey, what's this money for? Where is it going towards? She would just go and gamble it. She would lie about where she was. If you're looking for a good Christian romance book that kind of falls under urban fiction as well, this book will do it for you. These characters here had me giggling, laughing. This is one of those books that I'll never forget. It is titled A Man's Worth. It is by Nikita Lynette Nichols. I listened to the book with Libby. So I hadn't read a book by this author before. I did not know what to expect. This book did not disappoint. If you are looking for a book that will help you rejuvenate your faith in God, your faith in believing, not getting into relationships that are unequally yoked, this book is a warning sign for you because these characters, either you love certain ones or you hate them. And I feel like if you're loving the ones that everybody else is hating, something's up with you. Like, I feel like at that point, you're probably an atheist yourself because the unlikable character is unlikable for a reason. His book was 248 pages. Best friends Randall Loomis and Pastor Cordell Bryson are two peas in a pod, as close as blood brothers could ever be. But when Randall sets his eyes on the beautiful but unsaved Amaryllis Price, all heck breaks loose. It doesn't take Randall long to forget his Christian upbringing when he invites Amaryllis to his condo, to share his condo. Blinded by her sultry smile and perfect hourglass figure, Randall is oblivious to the fact that Amaryllis is sent straight from the pits of hell on an assignment to steal his soul, kill his relationship with his mother and pastor, and then ultimately destroy him completely. To pacify Amaryllis, Randall resigns from the sanctuary choir, then soon after drops out of church altogether. But it's Pastor Cordell Bryson who continues to warn Randall that Amaryllis is a snake. Not only is he Randall's best friend, but as his pastor, Cordell must stay on the battlefield and wage war for Randall's soul. This author is a Chicago native, born November of 1970. This book here, Amaryllis, is a force to be reckoned with because when I say she's spoiled, she's selfish, she's very self-serving, this woman is working a job. She only has to pay, I want to say, it was like her car insurance in the groceries. That was it. This man is paying for everything. And they're not equally yoked at all. She is a runner. She's a track star. She's a street runner. She likes gambling. Why he even wanted to get involved with her in the first place is strictly off of the fact that there was an attraction to her, because there was nothing that was alluring about her that should have made him feel like she's going to be someone I can go to church with. She's going to be someone that I can pray with. She's going to be someone that understands my dedication to church and why it's so important to me. She sabotages this man every chance that he gets an opportunity to possibly be leveled up, promoted up. There's even a point in the book where the pastor tells him, like, we were considering promoting you in the church, but with the your relationships going with Amaryllis, you're not like someone, you're not a role model figure at this point. You're not living according to the word of God. You're shacking up. We all know this girl is a problem. We know she's a floozy. It's very clear that you're only with her because she satisfies your eyes and not your soul. This book was insane. There were parts where this woman would literally take money off the dresser that he had set aside for tithes. She wouldn't even ask him, like, hey, what's this money for? Where is it going towards? She would just go and gamble it. She would lie about where she was. She would lie about what he was doing. And he always had an excuse for her. If his phone was suddenly shut off and messages were deleted, he'll cover for Amaryllis. Oh, she wouldn't do that. Amaryllis is one of those women where she lies so much that she has to tell lies to cover her lies. It's even to the point where she'll tell her friend at work, like, oh, whatever Amaryllis wants, Amaryllis gets. So if I tell him this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make him fall for me because I'm going to cook, I'm going to clean, I'm going to perform sexual favors to the point where this man, he's not going to be able to resist me. This book highlighted how the devil can really send people into your life, and somebody with nothing will help you lose it all. This girl really didn't have anything besides what was between her legs. She moved into his house with a suitcase. What transpires from there without saying too much? This girl done came up. Okay, she has a credit card that he is paying for. He is financing all of her lifestyle. And when he'll ask her simple things like, can you please just come to church with me on Sunday? Like, it's been 6 months. Can you please come? She gives him the hardest time. Like, what part of I'm too tired are you not understanding? I'm not coming. Bro, you're tired from being out in the clubs and gambling and stuff. Like, you got time and energy for all of that. Why you can't come and be at church with me? But at the same time, it was his fault because, what is his name? Not Cordell. Randall should have known better. Okay, Randall is easily, I don't even call men a simp. Randall is one of those men that, like, men would definitely be like, yeah, he's a simp. Because he just caters to her every whim, want, and desire. He does not put himself first at any point. He stops putting God first. He stops putting church first. It gets to the point where there's one night where he is supposed to be at church and he's supposed to be there meeting someone that he just like fellowship, just was telling about God, just was saying like, listen, I know your life is hard, but just come to the church. I'll show you that things are different. This is what you need in your life. Messing around with Amaryllis, he has to decide, is he going to save his relationship or is he going to be there if that young man shows up? Because the young man has a lot on his plate. He's 16. He's taking care of his 3 siblings. His mother's on drugs. He's working 2 jobs at 16, making $7.25 an hour just to try to keep food on the table. He has a younger sister that's disabled. He's going through it. So he really needs Randall to show up when Randall says he's going to show up. What I appreciated was you need friends like Cordell in your life. You need friends like Cordell that are going to hold you accountable, whether you are a author that's writing books. You need a friend that's telling you like, hey, listen, what happened to you saying you were dropping a book this year? I ain't heard you say you was writing nothing. If you're in law school, grad school, whatever, you need a friend that's going to tap you on the shoulder. Listen, I know you've been turning up a lot, but you okay? Like, are you studying at all? Like, is there anything that you're dealing with? September is Suicide Awareness Month. Check on your strong friends. Check on those friends that always seem super happy. Check in with people because you never know what people are dealing with behind closed doors, and you can't force yourself into people's mental space. But I think Cordell did a very good job on staying on top of his friend and making sure, like, no, I'm not going to let you self-destruct. I'm not going to let you self-sabotage. I love you. I care about you as a friend. We started this together. We're going to finish this together. If I got to sit up and pray with you at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's what I'm going to do. And you have to have those friends. If you are a Christian, if you believe in God, you have to have those friends that will get up with you at whatever hour and try and pray you up out of your situation, because it makes the world of difference. This book had me like, okay, if I was ever on the fence about dating an atheist, I definitely can't do it now, because they really can help you lose everything so fast. And that's not to say that atheists are bad people. Don't jump in my comments. Well, I done met some Christians that were way worse than atheists. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being equally yoked. And this book highlighted it very well. I think it might have took maybe 5-6 hours to listen to. I really, really enjoyed it. It will not be the last time I check out a book by this author. I feel like it was a very easy read. It wasn't one of those books where I'm like, oh, the scene was too uncomfortable and I was having a hard time getting through it. This book was very well paced. You don't know what's coming next at all. So this is not one of those books where you can sit here and guess and be like, oh, I know exactly how this is going to finish. She's going to do this to him. Randall got patience. He got the patience of Job, okay? Because there were so many situations where I'm like, you're going to swing on her, right? Like, you're going to go upside her head, right? Like, you're going to show her that you're not playing. And Randall will be like, I got more patience. She's a good woman. I just have to pray her into being saved. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in that. I don't know if I believe in that. Drop a comment if you guys do. Do you believe that you can pray your spouse into being saved? Do you believe that you can pray your spouse into wanting to have a better relationship with God, Jesus, if they are saying that they don't believe in God at all? Do you feel like that's something that you can help them to get past? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments because I feel like that is a conversation in itself. My book, My Favorite Ex, is still free on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. That's just my way of saying thank you to everyone who has supported me all of this time. I can't thank y'all enough. I drop book reviews at least 2 to 3 times a week. You can always find me on my website at alzabrooks.com if you're looking for your own professional services when it comes to marketing your books. I'll see you in the next video.